Daily Horoscope Analysis for Taurus, March 19, 2025. Dear Taurus, as we approach this pivotal day of March 19th, 2025, the cosmic energies are aligning in fascinating ways that particularly affect your Earth sign nature. Today marks a significant transition point in the astrological calendar, as we experience the final day of Pisces season before the Sun moves into fiery Aries tomorrow. This liminal space creates a unique energy field that you, as a grounded Taurus, will navigate in your characteristically steadfast way. The day begins with the moon in practical Virgo, forming a harmonious trine with your Taurus sun. This earth-to-earth connection amplifies your natural talents for productivity and sensible decision-making. There's a grounding quality to the morning hours that feels like a cosmic gift, allowing you to address practical matters with unusual clarity. Use these morning hours wisely for organizing your space, reviewing financial matters, or making concrete plans, all activities that align with your earthy nature. Your ruling planet Venus is currently dancing through Taurus, blessing you with an enhanced connection to your authentic desires and values. This is a cosmically supported time to honor what truly matters to you. Your aesthetic sensibilities are heightened, and there's a magnetic quality to your presence that others find irresistible. In material matters, Venus in your sign suggests potential financial opportunities or the chance to indulge in life's sensual pleasures, perhaps a gourmet meal or an investment in something of lasting beauty and quality. However, there's complexity in today's celestial story. Mercury in Aries is forming a challenging square to Pluto in Aquarius, creating tension between communication and deeper transformational forces. For you, Taurus, this manifests in the realm of career and social groups. You may feel pressure to speak up about something that's been hidden or to transform your approach to professional collaboration. While your sign typically prefers to avoid confrontation, today's energy suggests that authentic communication, even if uncomfortable, leads to necessary evolution. Jupiter and Uranus continue their conjunction in your sign, a rare and powerful alignment that's been influencing you for weeks. Today, this conjunction feels particularly activated, suggesting unexpected opportunities for growth that align with your deepest values. Remain open to surprising developments, especially ones that initially seem to disrupt your carefully constructed routines. Remember that your traditional ruler Venus favors adaptation today, despite your fixed sign tendency to resist change. In your love life, the Venus influence brings warmth and connection, particularly in the evening hours when the moon shifts into relationship-oriented Libra. If you're in a partnership, tonight favors heartfelt conversations about shared goals and values. Single Taurus individuals might find themselves attracting admirers who appreciate your authentic nature rather than a polished facade. The key to romance today is embracing vulnerability, something that doesn't always come easily to your security-loving sign. Career matters take an interesting turn under today's aspects. With Mars in Capricorn, activating your house of career and public reputation, there's powerful energy supporting professional ambition. A senior colleague or authority figure may take notice of your consistent efforts, particularly work you've been quietly perfecting behind the scenes. The Virgo moon in your creativity sector during the day hours suggests that bringing artistic thinking to practical problems yields impressive results. Financially, today calls for a balance between your natural caution and the expansive Jupiter energy currently blessing your sign. Consider investments that align with your values, but also stretch your comfort zone slightly. The Mercury-Pluto square suggests avoiding impulsive financial decisions based on pressure from social connections or workplace politics. Health-wise, the earthy Virgo moon supports bodily awareness and self-care routines. Pay attention to your neck and throat area. The bodily region governed by Taurus's tension may accumulate there under today's somewhat pressured aspects. Gentle stretching, warm compresses, or speaking your truth respectfully can all help release potential discomfort. Spiritually, today's position at the end of Pisces season invites contemplation. Before the astrological new year begins tomorrow with the sun's ingress into Aries, take time to acknowledge your growth since your last birthday season. The dreamy Pisces energy, even in its final hours, supports connection with your intuition, something that complements your typically practical approach. Your power color today is emerald green, reflecting Venus influence and supporting heart-centered growth. Carrying or wearing rose quartz could help balance today's occasional communicative tensions while amplifying the loving Venus vibrations. As the day concludes, the Libra moon creates a sense of seeking harmony and beauty qualities that resonate with your Venus-ruled nature. Use the evening hours for aesthetic pleasures, balanced conversations, and restoring equilibrium to any areas of life that have felt chaotic recently. Remember, steadfast Taurus, that while you excel at maintaining stability, today's cosmic message encourages thoughtful evolution. Like the spring that approaches or autumn in the southern hemisphere, growth requires both deep roots and new shoots. Your practical magic lies in knowing which traditions to honor and which new paths to explore as you move toward your season of solar power next month. In essence, March 19th offers you a day of productive stability with undercurrents of transformative potential. Honor your body's wisdom, speak your truth with kindness, and remember that even the most reliable bull occasionally benefits from exploring new pastures. The stars support your journey today, with both practical grounding and gentle nudges toward your highest evolution. On March 19, 2025, the planetary positions create a fascinating energetic landscape for Taurus. The sun continues its journey through the mystical waters of Pisces, positioned at approximately 28 degrees just days away from the equinox and its entrance into Aries. This late Pisces sun creates a sextile aspect to your sign, offering a gentle, supportive energy that enhances your intuitive capabilities while maintaining your practical foundation. The positioning of the sun in the final degrees of Pisces suggests completion and culmination before a new cycle begins, making this a pivotal day for finalizing projects or reflecting on recent spiritual insights. Mercury, the messenger planet, will be positioned in early Aries, having just departed from Pisces. This creates an interesting dynamic for you, Taurus, as Mercury in Aries forms a semi-sextile to your sun sign. Communication becomes more direct and perhaps slightly more impulsive than you're typically comfortable with. The planet's position in your 12th house encourages behind-the-scenes planning and private conversations that may have significant implications for your future endeavors. Venus, your ruling planet, finds itself in Taurus during this period, a powerful homecoming that significantly enhances your natural attributes. With Venus in its domicile, you'll experience a heightened connection to beauty, comfort, and material pleasures. This Venus placement amplifies your charm, attractiveness, and ability to manifest abundance. The planet's position at approximately 15 degrees Taurus creates a perfect trine with Pluto in Capricorn, intensifying your emotional experiences and potentially bringing transformative encounters in love or finance. Mars, positioned in sensitive Cáncer on this date, creates a square aspect to your sun sign. This challenging angle generates a tension between your desire for stability and external pressures that demand emotional responsiveness. Mars in Cáncer in your third house of communication could trigger some passionate exchanges or debates, particularly with siblings, neighbors, or in your immediate environment. The square aspect suggests potential frustration, but also provides the necessary friction for meaningful action and change. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and opportunity, continues its transit through Gemini on this day, activating your second house of finances and personal resources. This placement supports multiple income streams and versatile approaches to building security. For Taurus, this creates an interesting dynamic. While you typically prefer reliable, steady growth, Jupiter in Gemini encourages you to diversify and explore various options simultaneously. The planet forms a supportive sextile to your sun sign, offering opportunities for growth that don't require you to abandon your core values. Saturn, the taskmaster of the zodiac, remains firmly established in Pisces during this period, creating a sextile aspect to your sun's sign. This placement in your 11th house of community and long-term goals brings a sobering but constructive influence to your social circles and aspirations. You may find yourself taking on more responsibility within organizations or friend groups. Saturn's sextile to Taurus offers productive opportunities to build enduring structures through disciplined effort, without the harsh restrictions that Saturn's more challenging aspects might impose. Uranus continues its extended journey through Taurus, positioned at approximately 26 degrees on this date. This revolutionary planet has been transforming your identity and personal approach since it entered your sign years ago. On March 19, 2025, Uranus forms a conjunction with your Sun if you're a late-degree Taurus, potentially triggering unexpected developments or sudden insights that reshape your self-perception. Even for early or mid-degree Taurus individuals, Uranus in your sign continues to disrupt the status quo and encourage authentic self-expression, even when it contradicts your natural preference for stability. Neptune, the planet of dreams and illusions, swims through the later degrees of Pisces, creating a sextile aspect to your sun sign. This placement in your 11th house dissolves boundaries in your social sphere and connects you to collective movements or spiritual communities. The sextile offers subtle opportunities to integrate higher vision and compassion into your typically practical approach. You may receive flashes of inspiration or creative solutions to long-standing problems, particularly those related to your future goals or humanitarian concerns. Pluto, having recently returned to Capricorn for its final passage through the sign, forms a perfect trine with your Sun from your 9th house of higher learning, philosophy, and travel. This powerful aspect supports deep transformation through educational pursuits, spiritual practices, or cross-cultural experiences. The Earth sign trine between Pluto and your Taurus Sun facilitates profound changes that feel natural rather than jarring. You're able to evolve without abandoning your essential nature. The Moon on March 19, 2025, traverses through the late degrees of Libra, creating an opposition to your Sun sign. This opposition highlights relationship dynamics and the need for balance between self-reliance and partnership. The Moon in your 7th house illuminates your connections with others, potentially bringing emotional situations with partners or close associates to the surface for examination and resolution. Asteroid Chiron, the wounded healer, positioned in late Aries, creates a semi-sextile aspect to your sign. This subtle influence activates healing processes related to identity and self-assertion areas where Taurus typically prefers to maintain the peace rather than rock the boat. Chiron's placement in your 12th house suggests that unconscious patterns or old wounds around taking initiative may surface for healing. The North Node in Pisces and South Node in Virgo create a significant axis that intersects with your 11th house of community and 5th house of creativity. This nodal placement encourages you to move toward more compassionate, boundary-dissolving connections while releasing overly analytical or critical approaches to self-expression. For Taurus, this nodal axis supports growth through embracing the mystical rather than the material, a subtle but important evolutionary nudge. Ceres, the nurturing asteroid, positioned in Leo, forms a square to your sun sign from your 4th house of home and family. This challenging aspect may trigger questions about how you express care and receive nourishment, particularly within your most intimate circles. The Leo-Taurus square highlights tension between your need for reliability and more dramatic or expressive demonstrations of affection. With Mercury swimming through the dreamy waters of Pisces on March 19, 2025, your communication style takes on a distinctly intuitive quality, Taurus. The typical straightforward approach you prefer gives way to something more fluid and impressionistic today. You might find yourself speaking in metaphors or expressing ideas that come to you through feelings rather than logical pathways. This is a powerful day for creative writing, poetry, or any artistic communication that relies more on emotion than precision. Your words carry a certain magic today. They may not follow the most direct route, but they'll reach their destination with surprising impact. Venus, your planetary ruler, currently blazing through assertive Aries, creates an interesting tension in how you express yourself. While Mercury in Pisces wants you to flow and feel, Venus in Aries pushes you toward more direct declaration of your needs and desires. This planetary combination suggests a day where you might surprise yourself by being unusually forthright about matters of the heart or creative pursuits. The Sagittarius moon amplifies your desire for truthful, philosophical exchanges today. Small talk feels particularly unsatisfying, and you'll gravitate toward conversations with substance and meaning. This lunar position opens doors to discussions about travel, higher education, or broader perspectives that expand your worldview. Don't shy away from expressing your more idealistic visions. They'll find receptive ears today. The Mercury-Neptune conjunction, active today, heightens your psychic sensitivity to an extraordinary degree. You may pick up on unspoken currents in conversations, sensing what others need before they articulate it. This makes you an exceptionally compassionate listener, though it might occasionally blur boundaries between your thoughts and others. Be mindful of absorbing emotional energy that isn't yours to carry. For business communications, take extra precautions, write things down, confirm details, and don't rely solely on verbal agreements, as this aspect can sometimes cloud practical matters. Jupiter's beautiful sextile to Mercury brings a stroke of communicative fortune. Teaching opportunities may present themselves unexpectedly. Your advice carries particular weight today, and mentoring conversations prove deeply satisfying for both parties. This aspect supports applications, proposals, and requests your words have an expanded reach and influence. If you've been waiting for the right moment to pitch an idea or make an important ask, this planetary support provides auspicious timing. Mars in Gemini brings unusual verbal quickness to your typically measured speech patterns. You might find yourself jumping between topics with uncharacteristic speed or engaging in multiple conversations simultaneously. This energy can be harnessed for productive brainstorming sessions or networking events where you need to connect with many people. However, be mindful not to scatter your communicative energy too widely. Your strength has always been in thoroughness rather than breadth. Digital communications receive a boost today. Your social media posts may reach wider audiences, and online conversations flow with unexpected ease. Consider using visual platforms like Instagram or TikTok, as your ability to combine images with words is particularly enhanced. Voice communications, phone calls, voice messages, or podcast appearances carry special resonance today. The placement of the North Node in relation to your communications sector indicates that important connections made through your words today may have long-term significance in your growth journey. Pay attention to seemingly casual exchanges that spark unusual interest or excitement. These may be signposts pointing toward future opportunities. For Taurus writers, this is an exceptionally fertile day for creative expression. The boundaries between your conscious and subconscious mind are more permeable, allowing deeper material to surface in your work. Journal writing proves especially revealing, possibly bringing insights about recurring patterns in relationships or work situations. Communication within close relationships benefits from your enhanced emotional intelligence today. You're able to express needs without your usual concern about rocking the boat. This temporary boldness serves you well, especially in situations where you've been reluctant to address underlying tensions. Partners and close friends will appreciate your willingness to move conversations to a deeper level. In professional settings, aim for clarity despite the dreamy Mercury influence. Prepare notes before important meetings, as your thoughts may meander more than usual. Your enhanced empathy makes you particularly effective in client-facing roles. Today, you'll sense unstated concerns and address them before they become obstacles. Networking opportunities have special potential today. Connections made now have unusual staying power. Be receptive to conversations with people outside your typical professional or social circles, as cross-pollination of ideas proves especially fruitful. When facing any communication challenges today, remember that your greatest strength comes from combining your natural Taurian groundedness with the spiritual intuition of the Pisces Mercury. This creates a rare balance of practical insight delivered with compassionate understanding. For effective communication today, create environments that support focused, soft background music, natural lighting, or time spent outdoors before important conversations all enhance your expressive capabilities. Your voice carries healing qualities today that shouldn't be underestimated. Singing, humming, or even reading aloud to others can have unexpectedly therapeutic effects for both you and your listeners. Consider recording voice notes of important insights, as they may contain wisdom you'll want to revisit later. The evening hours bring a slightly different energy, as the moon forms a challenging aspect to Neptune. Conversations may become more confusing, with greater potential for misunderstanding. Save critical discussions for earlier in the day, when your communicative clarity is at its peak. Taurus, March 19, 2025, brings a fascinating financial landscape as Venus, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in your resource sector. This powerful alignment opens doors to unexpected monetary gains, particularly through past investments or ventures you may have forgotten about. The cosmic energy today supports financial growth through patience rather than impulsive action. With Mercury positioned in your career house, communication about money matters, especially with authority figures or mentors, flows exceptionally well today. This is an excellent time to negotiate raises, discuss contract terms, or present financial proposals. The numbers are literally speaking to you today. Pay attention to patterns or recurring figures that might contain hidden messages about your financial path. The moon in Capricorn grounds your financial intuition, making this an ideal day for practical planning rather than speculative ventures. Your financial sixth sense is heightened, allowing you to detect opportunities others might miss. There's a particular emphasis on shared resources today. Joint accounts, investments, or business partnerships could yield surprising benefits if you're willing to collaborate rather than control. Saturn's position suggests that financial discipline implemented today will create significant stability in about 3 months' time. Consider setting up automatic savings or investment protocols that will mature around mid-June. A financial opportunity may arise through a water sign individual Cáncer, Scorpio, or Pisces, who brings insight into a new revenue stream you hadn't previously considered. The planetary alignment indicates that passive income sources deserve your attention today. Review subscription services you offer, rental properties, or intellectual property that could generate income while you focus elsewhere. Uranus in your sign continues to push you toward financial innovation. Traditional approaches may not yield the results you seek today. Explore alternative currencies, investment platforms, or entrepreneurial models that challenge conventional wisdom. There's a subtle indication that a financial barrier you've been facing for months is finally weakening. What seemed impossible in January becomes increasingly attainable now. The energy of today supports financial decisions that align with your core values rather than simply chasing higher returns. Investments in sustainable companies or ethical funds bring not just monetary rewards but deeper satisfaction. Pay particular attention to financial opportunities that arise between 2 and 4 p.m. when the Taurus-friendly aspects are at their strongest. Financial discussions that might normally feel uncomfortable will flow more naturally during this window. Mars in your communication sector empowers you to ask direct financial questions without hesitation. Information you gather today could prevent a significant loss next month. There's an unusual connection between your health and wealth sectors today. Investments in your physical well-being now could directly impact your earning capacity in the coming season. Consider how improvements to your work environment or health routine might enhance productivity and, consequently, Income. The number 8 appears significant for your financial matters today, whether it's the 8th of a month for setting payment schedules, $800 increments for investments, or 8% as a target growth figure. Your financial intuition is particularly strong regarding long-term investments rather than quick gains. Trust your instinctive pull toward certain assets or opportunities, especially those with at least a 5-year horizon. A square between the Moon and Uranus suggests avoiding impulsive purchases today, particularly involving technology or innovation. What seems cutting-edge now may quickly become obsolete. Instead, focus on financial foundations and security measures to protect existing assets. There's a subtle hint from Neptune today about potential financial deception. Double-check all figures, read the fine print, and be wary of deals that sound too good to be true. Your practical Taurus nature serves as protection here. Jupiter's influence brings potential for expansion through education. Consider investments in skills development that could increase your market value or open new income streams. The cost of learning now could multiply your earning potential by year's end. Family financial matters receive beneficial aspects today. Discussions about inheritance, shared property, or generational wealth transfer will progress more smoothly than expected. Your natural Taurus patience with money serves you exceptionally well today. What may appear as a financial disappointment in the morning could reveal itself as a blessing by evening. Allow situations to fully develop before reacting. March 19, 2025 brings several fortunate areas into focus for you, Taurus. With Uranus continuing its revolutionary journey through your sign and a harmonious alignment between Venus and Jupiter, specific domains of your life receive powerful beneficial energies today. Financial resources shine particularly bright as your ruling planet Venus forms an auspicious aspect with abundant Jupiter. This isn't about gambling or taking risks, but rather about recognizing value where others might miss it. Your natural Taurian eye for quality becomes heightened, allowing you to identify opportunities in overlooked places. Pay special attention to passive income streams or investments that have been quietly growing without much attention. Property and physical assets represent another fortunate area today. The material realm receives beneficial aspects that could manifest as appreciation in existing holdings or opportunities to acquire valuable tangibles. If you've been considering a purchase related to your home or a collection you value, today's energy supports wise acquisition. The key is focusing on items with lasting value rather than temporary appeal. Your sensory experiences are divinely supported on this day. As Taurus rules the throat and sensual pleasures, today's aspects enhance your ability to derive joy and even prosperity through these channels. Creative pursuits involving your voice, taste, or touch could lead to unexpected rewards. Those working in culinary arts, music, massage therapy, or any profession involving sensory appreciation may find doors opening from unexpected sources. Social connections turn surprisingly fortunate, particularly with individuals from different backgrounds or life experiences than your own. While you often prefer the familiar, today's configuration rewards stepping slightly outside your comfort zone. A conversation with someone whose expertise differs dramatically from yours could spark a mutually beneficial collaboration. Look especially for connections with air signs who bring complementary skills to your grounded approach. Work environments allowing physical movement and tangible creation become fortunate zones today. If your profession typically keeps you stationary or dealing with abstractions, finding ways to incorporate bodily movement or hands-on creation will align you with today's positive energies. Your inherent patience becomes an especially valuable asset now. Projects or relationships where you've consistently invested time without pushing for immediate results may suddenly bear fruit. The slow, steady approach you naturally favor aligns perfectly with cosmic timing, potentially bringing recognition for persistent efforts others might have abandoned. Natural environments serve as fortunate areas today, with particular emphasis on spaces where earth meets water. Gardens, lake shores, or even indoor spaces with both plants and water features can serve as activation points for your luck. Health routines focused on the neck, throat, and upper shoulders receive beneficial aspects today. Therapies or treatments targeting these areas could yield unexpectedly positive results. Educational pursuits related to practical skills show tremendous promise. Skills related to resource management, craftsmanship, or sustainable practices receive particularly beneficial aspects. Romantic connections, centered around shared sensual experiences, become fortunate zones today. Rather than elaborate verbal expressions of affection, focus on creating beautiful environments, sharing quality food and drink, or engaging in physical touch. In personal development, routines and rituals become especially fortunate. Your appreciation for consistency finds perfect expression through practices that honor the body's wisdom. Color-wise, shades of green, particularly emerald and jade tones, serve as fortunate visual influences. The most fortunate time window occurs between 2:00 p.m. and 4:15 p.m., when lunar aspects particularly favor your sign. Family connections, particularly with female relatives, offer another fortunate area today. These interactions may provide insights or resources that support your material goals in ways that develop significant value over time. Numbers carrying particular fortune for you today include 6, 15, and 24. Remember that, as a Taurus, you benefit most when you approach fortunate opportunities with characteristic thoroughness and patience. Today's beneficial aspects support steady progress rather than dramatic leaps, aligning perfectly with your natural rhythm. For Taurus on March 19, 2025, your social landscape shows fascinating developments as Venus, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Saturn in your friendship sector. This creates a foundation for meaningful connections that could potentially last for years to come. The people you encounter today aren't merely passing acquaintances, they carry significance for your future path. With the Sun, in the final degree of Pisces, illuminating your 11th house of community and social networks, you're experiencing a culmination of social energy before tomorrow's equinox. This makes today particularly powerful for group activities and collective endeavors. The Moon in Cáncer forms a supportive sextile to your Sun sign, bringing emotional resonance to your interactions and helping you feel genuinely connected to those around you. Your natural Taurian warmth is heightened, making this an excellent day to reach out to both old friends and potential new connections. Jupiter's position in Gemini activates your second house, suggesting that some of today's social connections may eventually lead to valuable resources or opportunities for mutual growth. Perhaps someone you meet shares knowledge about financial matters or offers perspective on something you value. Mercury in Pisces enhances your intuitive understanding in group settings, allowing you to read between the lines and sense the unspoken dynamics at play. This is particularly helpful as you navigate complex social situations where not everyone is being completely transparent. The Mars-Neptune conjunction occurring in your career sector actually has unexpected implications for your social life. Colleagues or professional contacts may suddenly reveal different sides of themselves, showing more vulnerability or creativity than you've previously witnessed. This creates opportunities for deeper connection beyond surface-level work relationships. Pluto's slow movement through the late degrees of Aquarius in your 10th house suggests that some of your social connections today may involve subtle power dynamics or transformative interactions with authority figures. Pay attention to how these exchanges make you feel, as they reveal important information about your own relationship with influence and control. Venus's position also highlights romantic potential for single Taurus natives, especially through group activities or friend introductions. For those in relationships, it's an excellent day to socialize as a couple, as your partner will appreciate your steady presence in group settings. Your traditional Taurian loyalty shines positively today, making you the person others gravitate toward for genuine connection. With Saturn's influence, there's a quality of maturity to your interactions. People sense they can trust you with their authentic selves. The fixed nature of your sign creates interesting tension with today's mutable Pisces energy, asking you to be more flexible than usual in social situations. When unexpected changes to plans occur, showing adaptability will strengthen rather than weaken your connections. As the cosmic communication axis between Mercury in Pisces and Jupiter in Gemini activates, conversations may take unexpected turns, revealing synchronicities between your life and others. These moments of serendipity aren't mere coincidences, but indicators of aligned paths.